Sports to the bone family. What's up? What's up? What's up? Yes, my wonderful, beautiful sports to the bone family. Welcome back to another live show. Hope you guys are doing okay. Hope you are enjoying your Sunday so far. Yes, man. I am assuming that most persons are probably taking a look at the Super 50 game that is currently going on. I think Barbados is currently in action. So we'll try and give you guys some update as we go along throughout this live. Once you come in, just hit that like button. Go ahead and like up the live. Yeah, man, and let us hear what you guys have to say. Yeah, man. So a couple of persons already in. Yeah, Smith blessings. Ian's there. Sashin said, bro, first blessings and acts, but only in West Indies are much delayed due to no lights. What you're saying? That is what is going on at the moment. I had no idea, because I wasn't even trying to get on the game. I was busy leading right up to when I started this live. So what's going on? Current gone? Light gone? Why they don't have any lights in the stadium? Light gone? Probably, maybe they didn't pay the light bill. All right, Sheldon. Blessings, Sheldon. Blessings. Good night, bro. Good to see you always. Enjoy your life. Blessings, Amir. Welcome. That Barbados much delayed because of lights. What's going on over there? Somebody took it to the floodlight. Sports to the bone. What? We just started, Jaden. Just started like 2 minutes ago. Yeah, Kevin D. Blessings. Sashin said 2 floodlight gone. What you mean gone? Somebody still light them? Boy, let's get it. Good vibes, good. All right, sports to the bone. Will you do a video with an intro again? Oh, the intro. I still have the intro, man. Sometimes it just so happens that's when I'm doing a video, I don't even get a chance to put the video on the thing and then put in the intro. I just do the video and upload it from the device same time. But we have the intro still, man. The intro is still here. Don't worry yourself. All right, so Sashin is saying that the game between Barbados and Barbados, I think it's Barbados and who? It's supposed to be Barbados and Leeward. That has been delayed because of light problem. Anyway, I'm going to spend some time and read some comments. For the regular viewers, you would know that we are going to be on for 1 hour. And for those who are just coming on, yes, this is our Sunday evening live show where I take the time out to read their comments and give my little feedback and also listen to what you guys have to say pertaining to the cricket and whatever sport you want to talk about. Super 50 tournament is going on. We can talk about that. The World Cup just finished. Plus, we are getting ready to take on Australia. Who you got for FIFA World Cup? I actually support Argentina, but I think it's going to be difficult to beat Brazil based on the squad that I would have seen. But I support Argentina, not because I am one of those crazy Messi fans, but I support Argentina, but it's probably going to be hard to beat Brazil. Said no money to buy was. Why do you think Pakistan lost? So I actually didn't see the game. So I was working off the scorecard when I did the video this morning. But England is a good unit. It's a good unit. I wouldn't be able to give you details like that, but England is usually a good unit. I see some persons commenting that Shine Shah Afridi not being able to bowl out was a big issue, but it was just a case of the English batsmen coming up trumps at the right time and the bowlers also. Out of like 100 bulbs and stand only 6 working. Oh boy, I tell you, Sheldon say congrats to Man U. We actually won the game with the last kick of the match, you know. Yeah, man, went to church and come back and was watching the game. The last kick of the game, Ganacho, the youngster, won the game for us. Cricket 2020. You have me blocked. I can't see any of your. Uh, I think Sashina Cricket 2020 having it out there. I wish West Indies all the best down under in Australia. I hope at least we can take the test matches into the 5th day. And Breadfruit man, I am in agreement with you. Hopefully we can go at least up to the 5th day. Sports to the Bone, will there be any scorecard available for the warm-up test versus Australia? I'm going to score down the internet and try and find it. I think that game is supposed to start when? When is it supposed to start again? I am going to try my best and see if I can find it. I know more than likely the warm-up game between West Indies and Australia, it won't be live. We won't see the live, but I will search down the entire place and make sure I find the scorecard and can give you guys an update. All right, Super 50 Puran and Bravo Rules. So Puran had a half century last night, 99 not out. Really wanted to see the skip get a century. I'm not too sure if Bravo ended up getting the half century. When I stopped watching, I think he was in the 40s, if I'm not mistaken. Rizwan and Babar didn't fire today. That's why they lost. And as per usual, Babar Azam and Mohamed Rizwan, they are usually very crucial to what happened with Pakistan batting. I hope Tej Naran Chandapal can at least score a 50 at least or a test 100. That will put a smile on my face. Yeah, I mean, maybe 100 is stretching it, but if I get a couple of 40s and probably a 50 from him, I would be happy. I would be happy. You know, it's going to be a stern test. And as Sheldon said a couple days ago, Australia just losing the T20 World Cup at home, they are definitely going to be coming extremely hard at us, especially seeing that, you know, they would have named a strong squad. So we're going to probably get it hard. All right. Sachin said the score should be on CrickBuzz. Yeah, man, I will definitely find the scores. You don't need to worry yourself. The moment Ireland brutally hammered, I lost all interest in the World Cup. These players had me way too heartbroken to get up at 4 a.m. to watch match, not including West Indies. Yeah, this is since I have been watching cricket, I think this is the World Cup that this is my least watched World Cup. You understand? I haven't seen a full game because of the hours, you know, and having to get up to go to work and all of that. So I am almost the same thing like what Supernova is saying. Not only because West Indies is not in there, but you know the time in which the games are being played were played. Puran should be dropped as ODI and T20 captain, though, says D-Man 7. All right, he says Puran should be dropped. All right, so what I like to do is to find solution at the same time. So D-Man, if we're going to drop Puran, who should replace him same time? Just let me know who should replace him. Sports to the Bone, which team you carry in football World Cup? Well, probably you came on late, but I support Argentina. I support Argentina, but you know, I think Brazil is going to win it. And the thing is, I'm a die-hearted Manchester United fan, so it's a little different when it comes on to international football, though, because I watch a lot of club football. So you have players all over the world that play for different countries, that play for clubs that I watch. So I like to see when they return to their country and do well. But in terms of the team that I support, it would be Argentina. Will you give us update in the World Cup? Yeah, most definitely. I will most definitely try and see if I can keep you guys updated on the scores. All right. All right. Puran is the butt of that format. I think he's saying best. That India World Cup is gonna be worse. Most of the matches will start at 1 a.m. That is going to be the same thing. The only good thing about it, Sachin, is that we might be able to get a couple of we might get a couple of overs because it's 50 over, right? It's a 50 over World Cup. So, you know, well, England has joined us as the only teams with two T20 World Cup wins, while also heading the 2019 50. Okay, holding the 2019 50 over trophy. They are the greatest white ball generation we have seen, and more silverware possible. I can't even knock your comment at all because they have been totally dominant in all honesty. Demons, they need to give Powell the captaincy. And I hear you. Brazil and Neymar are going to take it. Have you all seen Neymar stats this year? Funny enough, Sachin, it's the first in a good while Neymar looks as if he's interested in football. He's basically unstoppable. I don't want to say over in the Farmers League, but he's playing some good football. Let's put it that way. He's playing some good football, so it's going to be difficult to stop him. One of those South American countries going to win it. So if Brazil don't win it, Argentina probably win it. Uruguay might be a little dark horse also. Belgium, they like to choke. France, missing Pogba, Kante, couple of other guys. It's going to be a good World Cup. It's going to be a good World Cup. When I learned 5 overs, when I learned 5 years ago, the baller was Argentine and not from Italy. It gave me the shock of my life. Yeah, man, he's actually from Argentina. But, they used to have this thing where they used to like to say that Dybala and Lionel Messi cannot play together at the same time. Don't know where they get that foolishness from. But funny enough, all the talk about Messi, all of the international games that I have seen so far, since Di Maria has been playing, Di Maria is really the man that is usually carrying that team, in all honesty. Not going to say Messi don't do well enough, especially in the 2014 World Cup when Gonzalo Higuain got the World Cup winner and threw it away. Messi did well, but Di Maria is the man that is carrying that team. Good night, Sports to the Bone. I know England would have win because Pakistan is always chokers during the big stage. Belgium Golden Generation will take home the trophy. This is their last chance. This is their last dance in their prime. I wouldn't have a problem if they win it also, Supernova, but that's another team of chokers right there. But it's a good unit though. It's a good unit. You have the Hazard brothers, you have Lukaku, you have people like Kevin De Bruyne, Talisman, quite a few guys there that are good. Honest question: are we actually qualifying for the Super 50 qualifying for the 50 over World Cup? Based on where we're at and the fact that we have played more games than some of the teams, I'm not too sure. I think we might need to actually play the playoffs to get there, Sachin. I don't remember what the table is looking like. Just on 7 days to go before Football World Cup starts, is Jaden. Some of the players were injured. No way Puran all the way. All right, so Rose is saying Puran needs to stay. When next is a Caribbean island going to qualify for FIFA World Cup? Hopefully 2026 Jamaica, the Jamaica Reggae Boys will qualify. I mean, we have good players all over the world, but when they come together, man, I don't know, star. Man said Farmers League. Yeah, that is what they call the French League, but Neymar is playing good still. Also, watch out for Canada this World Cup and the next one in the USA 2026. They have a young and nice squad. Yeah, Canada, couple of good players led by guy that plays for Bayern Munich. What's his name? Alphonso Davies. Denmark. I am expecting Denmark to do well also. Don't know how many persons know the Denmark squad, but it's a good squad. Some of the players were injured for Argentina, but they are in the World Cup squad. Hope they do something and put their injury behind if fit. Oh, okay. Sports to the Bone, I heard there'll be 18 teams in the Jamaica Premier League in the next couple of years. I'm not even sure, Salman, in all honesty, because even when I was in Jamaica, I didn't really watch the Premier League, the Premier League there. When it came down to the final, I would probably go to the stadium and watch the final. But Where football is concerned in Jamaica, I only watch schoolboy football, in all honesty. Since we on the topic, would you all rather watch ODI World Cup final with the West Indies versus England at Lords or FIFA World Cup finals? No man, I rather to watch the ODI World Cup, man. I mean, if we have a good team, I mean, if we would have made it to the finals, Sachin, then I am assuming that we would have had we would have had a good ODI team, so there would be a chance for us to win. So I definitely would go ahead and watch the West Indies one. I told you guys, I tell you guys all the time that I love football, but you know, it would be hard not to watch that ODI finals, because the fact that if we reach the finals, it means we have a good team and probably would stand a chance. What place do you think West Indies will be in the World Cup 2023? As I said, I'm not too sure. I'm not even sure what our squad is going to look like. Thompson going there. Sports to the Bone, do you know which station is going to carry the Football World Cup? One thing I know for sure is that Peacock is going to be carrying all of the games, if I'm not mistaken. Then you know the usual, probably ESPN and Sky Sports and them channel might be carrying it. France squad is very good. Yeah, Jay, France have a good squad. A couple of guys out though. Pogba is out, Kante is out. That midfield they have Rabiot and a couple of other guys. You know, yeah, it's a good squad though. England now has 2 T20 World Cup wins and West Indies has 2. West Indies wins. Could 2024 be the tiebreaker? Let us see, you know. I rather watch World Cup finals with West Indies versus England. As vice captain, Poyle have nothing to deserve. Captain in the West Indies have to be patient with Pooran as captain. Yeah, I am giving Pooran more time, man. My only problem is the run scoring in terms of the captaincy and inexperience. Thing I can sort of see with that a little bit. Sports to the Bone, I see most of the Super 50 batsmen are falling. No team can reach 290 or 300. I think only one team made it to 300. Probably it was Leeward Islands. I think they got to 300 flat. But no other team, as I said, would have managed to get up there. Sports to the Bone, please tell your boys to hit the ball in the air and take up that ball like they do for West Indies versus Academy, so Barbados can sneak through somehow. That's not going to happen in a supernova. That's not going to happen. I think they probably still suffering from the embarrassment against the Academy boys. So, you know, imagine about 24 matches have been played in Super 50 and only one 300 run score has been posted. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good at all. World Cup to expand to 48 teams, good chance of Jamaica making it. I mean, even where it is at now, I think, you know, we have a good enough squad to make the World Cup team, to make the World Cup finals. It's just that you know, our football there, the administration, everything there is just, I don't know, it's just all over the place. It's just all over the place, guys. You know, but we have some good players. We have some good players there. Jamaica is the next problem too, you know, because we have some youngsters coming through playing good in schoolboy football, and then they're not going on. I don't know how many persons remember before the start of the Manning Cup. Before the start of Manning Cup in Jamaica, I had predicted that Mona was going to win the tournament quite easily. Most of you probably know by now that on Saturday, they were beaten by Kingston College. I think it was 4-2 in the semi-final. Up until the semi-finals, they actually did lose a game. So from the group stage leading right up to the semi-finals, they did not lose a game. You understand? So I had predicted that Mona was going to win, and you know they were beaten by KC. Don't ask me how I knew Mona was going to be so good in the Manning Cup this year. West Indies Cricket Board should pick Arthur Ness for series to see how you would perform. You know, I am actually keeping my eye on Arthurnes. He has scored a couple of centuries, and I mean, not only that, you know, we already knew that he was talented. I think in was it 2018? Was it the 2018 World Cup that he finished as the highest run scorer? Somebody can correct me if I am mistaken, but you know, he's definitely a good player. Question: you all Sammy as West Indies captain or Pollard as West Indies captain? I think that answers itself, man. You have one man that would have inspired the team right across the board, would have gotten the team to play together as a unit, and would have won a couple of titles for us. You know, so that goes without saying, man. Sports to the bone. I think Argentina will win the World Cup. Well, I hope so. Sammy should be head coach of West Indies, he says. Oh, it was 2018. Okay. Cedric says, good evening, Sports to the bone. Australia have 2 warm-up test matches against West Indies. The game should be over within 2 days. All right, so it's not tests. It's actually, I think it's a 4-day game. The warm-up, it's going to be a 4-day warm-up game. And Cedric is saying the game will be over in 2 days. Let us see how that goes. West Indies best T20 team of all time. Title is the Jeopardy now. The title is in Jeopardy now that England has a second T20 World Cup. All right, Trinidad and Guyana. What's that? Oh, Trinidad and Guyana co-hosting under 13 cricket later this year. That's good. That's good. At least we'll have the youngsters getting some cricket in. Bravo has gotten rid of Darren and is now Michael and has started to bat again. The curse has been broken, says Sheldon. And the curse has been broken against Super 50 players. Okay. Hopefully we'll continue to make runs and you know, he's back to the level where he can make the West Indies team and score runs. It hurt me to see Ben Stokes do well. Ben Stokes is a good player, man. Ben Stokes is a good player. It would be nice to see either Ronaldo or Messi walk away with the World Cup. Yeah, would be good. That's what you get for hating in England. Looks like Sammy heading in the direction of coach or VP of the board. All right. Sanders and Ambrose should be batting and bowling coach for the West Indies team. Look at they did to the Jamaica Talawas. Sports to the bone. I see Shepherd is looking better than Odin Smith. No, Shepherd is performing with the bat and ball, making his way back in the West Indies team soon. Yeah, Shepherd is definitely proving to be very hot to handle. You know, with both bat and balls and ball. My problem with Shepherd at the international level is just that when he bowls, you know, I mean they tend to bowl him in periods of the game that I personally wouldn't bowl him in. But as a bowler, you should be, you know, especially if you're picked as a frontline bowler, should be willing to bowl at any stage in the game. But you know, Shepherd has always been a cricketer that works hard. Sports to the bone. Did you just hear the interview Ronaldo gave about United? The Piers Morgan because you know the whole club and especially the coach might be time moving. I don't want that man. No, I didn't hear the interview, but I don't want that man at the club any longer than January. His problem is that he thinks that the entire world revolves around him. Very good player, love his career. Last year he scored a lot of goals for us, won us a couple of games. But the difference is that the team did not improve with him. He got a lot of glory, scored a lot of goal. But I am looking forward to the team. He can probably pack his bag and go January. The king is back. Darren Bravo, real GOAT, legend, says Cricket 2020. Bravo won't get another chance. I will be surprised, says Jack. Lennox, not easy, you know. The man taking jobs at Bravo. Bravo is superstar. Here Sheldon said Bravo changing name to Michael. Sports to the bone. Are you a UFC fan by chance? Hey, Amir, Jano, Israel Adesanya last night, right? Yeah, man, I don't watch it as often as I should, but I am a big UFC fan. I am almost certain that Israel Adesanya lost the title last night. And that guy that he lost to, I think that guy actually, was able to beat him twice before Israel Adesanya got the big break. Jaja, I think he stopped him in, I think it was the fourth or the fifth. I think it was a fourth round or something like that. Cedric said Bravo is always a great player. Okay. I think Reggae Boys will have a good chance to reach the World Cup. When's that? 2026. England is our partners. We have 3 West Indian playing for England. West Indies rival Ireland and Scotland. Ben Stokes is a legendary player. He put everything into his game. You see, that is the difference, You see, that is the difference with people that are actually serious about their cricket, That man was hammered by Carlos Brathwaite a couple of years ago, and the man has gone on and changed his game and has become one of the greatest all-rounders the game has ever seen. And remember his name, boy. I don't even know where he's at now. Boy. Okay. Pooran is the best batsman that plays shot wide off the crease and put them over the boundary. He's probably one of the best batsmen to get outside of the half stump also, to spinners. Ireland beat England in T20 World Cup, and England went on to winning the World Cup. Surely Ireland must feel like champions themselves. Lee Sports to the bone, Michael. We'll meet Jamaica and deal with them. All right, Sheldon, I hear you, Sheldon. I hear you. So you hear that, guys? Do not refer to him as Darren. He's now Michael Bravo. All being said about the board, it is the first time in a while I have seen levels of cricket active in the region, women, men, and under 13, 15, and 19, and seniors. All right, Jack, I hear. Izzy losing hurt. Yeah, I didn't actually watch the fight, man. But when I woke up this morning and checked, I didn't want him to lose at all. I was gonna ask the same question with Ronaldo. Yeah. Sports to the bone. Do you think that John Campbell should get a chance to come back? This is my thing. The rules are there. The rules are there, and he was found guilty. If he appeals and he wins, then he should get a chance to play again. But in terms of just overturning it, I don't think so. I don't think so. As I always say, it doesn't matter where the player is from. Not because he's from Jamaica and I have been following his career since high school, but I don't think so. If he wins his appeal, then by all means he can come back. But no. All right. And we all know that about Ronaldo when he first came, though he is the GOAT conversation. So even if he was 40, he would assume he will play every game that he does. The difference is with the coach now, Supernova. That's the difference. He came with a coach. He came when Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was there, and Solskjaer would have done everything to make sure that Ronaldo plays. Eric Ten Hag couldn't care less about Ronaldo and his ego. He's there for the long term. He's there for the long haul. He's there to try and carve out a career for himself. He's not worried about the old boys, the Manchester United old boys club, what they will say about him not playing Ronaldo. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, he cared about that. I mean, if he can find a team to go and play Champions League, I am sure that he can probably play another 2 or so seasons at that level. But in terms of how the coach wants to play, it's just one of them things. Sports of the Bone, can someone update of the Super 50 and the standing? Yes, can someone remind us of the points table? What's going on with the points? Sports of the Bone, any latest news on O'Shane Thomas, Kimo, Paul Young, Drakes? These guys are the future. I'm not too sure what's going on with them. I am hoping that Dominic Drakes is on his way to not to say a recovery, but I'm hoping that he's working on his fitness. O'Shane, I'm not sure what's going on with him. Kimo Paul, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's happening with Kimo Paul. My friend Colin Odin Smith, Wayne Smith, Why Dean Smith. Israel won at almost every round, but got caught in the last round, and Alex stopped him. Oh, yeah, definitely wanted him to win that, man. He lost by TKO in the 5th round. Okay. Ben Stokes versus Marlon Samuels rivalry takes another turn. 2 versus 2. Now in being the most important players in leading their countries to the world titles in final. The only problem is that the batting manual himself has stopped playing. You know, Ben Stokes is still there to try and help his team to another one, but the batting manual is no longer playing. All right. They are both iconic players. All right. One isn't far ahead of the other. This is the second time Israel lost to this guy. I thought it was the third time. It's the second time, Winston. I thought it was the third time. Cedric says everyone big in up Bravo now is what get your opinion to your own self. What you don't understand about cricket, you know, Cedric, I'm not too sure if you understand. When a player performs, you give the player the credit that is due. When a player is not performing, you call out the player based on his poor performance. So Bravo performing now deserves the credit that he's getting. It's that simple. You do not reason cricket with emotions when you understand the game. So Bravo, when he was not performing, we call him out. Now that he's performing, you give him the credit that is due. It is simple. No strings attached, no emotions. That's how you reason cricket. Stokes and Samuels are being childish, not good sportsmanship. Well, it's back in the days, you know. Pooran is best batsman in the Super 50. I would rather to see the comments saying that Pooran is best batsman in the world. That is where I want our cricket to be. I don't want to be comparing such a talented player with the youngs, with the people in the Caribbean. That to show that, you know, our cricket is not where we want it to be. Devon Thomas should not be in West Indies test side to Australia. Then it's simple. The other guys should simple outperform him in the regional cricket. It's simple as that in a Roblox gamer. Quite a few people will say that Devon Thomas and Raymond Reefer should not be in the squad. It is simple. The other guys should outperform them with the bat, and they will get a spot in. Very simple. If Marlon Samuel is better than Stokes, then Shonda Paul is better than Lara. Sports addiction. Are you guys talking boxing? No, it's actually not boxing. You know, it is UFC, mixed martial arts. The Super 50 match has restarted. The bulb is working. They fixed the bulb now. Super Ben Stokes has an ODI World Cup as well. I love Marlon Samuels, but he's not in the same league as Ben Stokes is. Winston. Sports to the bone. Any latest news on Fabian Allen? Also, are we playing any more T20 matches in 2022 or not? I doubt we have any. We have 2 test matches, and then we go to us. Then we have the series against. I doubt it. I don't think so. I think the next T20 is going to be against South Africa early next year, if I'm not mistaken. Fabian Allen, I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure what's happening with him. Bravo come through for TNT and guided Pooran to a couple of wins. In life, we don't put down no one. Life lesson sports to the bone. You don't put down people, but when you're watching sports, it's not a matter of put down. If a man is not performing, you cannot say the man is performing. If a man is not performing, you call him out. He's not performing. If a man is performing, then you big him up. It's simple. At no time did we say the guy is not talented or the guy should not be playing cricket. What we said is that he was not performing and he did not deserve to be in the West Indies team. How hard can that be to understand? A 6-year-old watching cricket can understand that. Sports to the bone. Here's the question. CWI and ECB changed the trophy from Wisden Trophy to Richards Botham Trophy. I'm not too sure if that's the same trophy, but if so be the case, I don't have a problem because both guys, you know, we know the history of those 2 guys. Well, I said the lights are on again. West Indies should go for foreign coach when Phil Simmons gone. All right, King Kimo Paul, best batsman, best bowler, best fielder in the world and regional and Caribbean. Okay, Sing, I hear you. Yeah. So as we were saying, guys, when it comes on to cricket, we all have our personal favorites. Just as how most people on here would know by now that my favorite cricketer just so happened to be Dinesh Ramdin. But the guy wasn't performing to make the West Indies team any longer. The guy cannot make the West Indies team. So because I love him as a player, I'm not going to say to get him in the team. If he all of a sudden starts scoring a lot of centuries and centuries, then I'm going to say he should be in the running. It's as simple as that. That is how cricket goes. Do not mess around with foreign coach. So why you don't drop Joe Root because performing? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? So as I was saying, guys, based on what they are saying in the comment section, the Super 50 is back on. But to answer your question though, Cedric, any player that is underperforming, any player that is underperforming for a good period of time, he will be rotated out. Root is a top class. You don't drop top class players. Okay, Cedric. Okay. Barbados chasing 268 from 48 overs. So that is the latest update. Barbados chasing 268 from 48 overs. All right, good. So back to your comment. We don't drop top class batsman. That means Shea Hope should be playing in West Indies Test team. Shea Hope and Darren Bravo should be playing in West Indies Test team right through, right? They should command a spot in the team without being able to drop. That's what you're saying. Even a 6-year-old watching cricket can understand that's not how cricket works. Barbados, okay. Devon Thomas has no experience in Test cricket. Salman, that's what I'm saying. He has no experience, yes. But the guys that have experience and playing in the regional cricket, they should outperform him. It is as simple as that. Outperforming and take his spot. We're saying that people should not make the team, and they are doing what should be done to make the team. Then all of the great guys, the great Shea Hope, the great Darren Bravo, the great all of the great players, all they need to do is outperform these guys, and they will make the team. It is as simple as that. I'm not going to tell you that the players that you guys selected not great, All they need to do is outperform the so-called no good players, and they are going to be in the team. It's simple as that. Rose say yes, they get dropped. Well, apparently not. I see people in the comment section typing that you don't drop players like Bravo and them guys. What time are the test matches against Australia will be played? I think I did a video on that. Covering it. I don't remember, but as soon as we get closer to the games, I will definitely remind you guys. But more than likely, those games will be starting in the early mornings. Dinesh Ramdin retired from international cricket. Yeah, man, we are aware now. But what I'm saying, if he continues playing like this, then I'm sure not like this. If he's able to make some centuries and some half centuries, I'm sure that the call will come and he will say, yeah, he's definitely up to the task. Comment is a joke. Oh, that comment is a joke. The one where the person was saying that you don't drop players, world-class players. Okay. FIFA World Cup game starting this coming Sunday. Here, Roblox, we're talking a little bit about that. Devon Thomas deserves to be in West Indies Test. He will do well. Man, seriously, out here trying to compare Joe Root with Chinese Lara. Sachin, that's the level that some people will go, brother. Ramdin still is the best keeper. In terms of glove work, man, Ramdin still sharp, t20 coach was able to convince Michael that he was one innings away, so took his time and batted himself in. From what I can say is this, I remember when Darren Bravo made his debut. I remember going to high school and watching Test cricket and watching Bravo in 2000. And what was that, like 9, 10 thereabout? I was a fan of the guy. I was impressed with his batting skills. So if he's able to get back to that level, by all means, get him back in the team. Because I am this type of person. I believe in numbers and being able to command a spot in the team. So if Darren Bravo should regain a form like that, then by all means, get him back in the team. I have no problem with that. Class players we talking about. Okay. Dinesh Ramdin, he couldn't bat for his life. I watched Vernon Philander make him look like a schoolboy. Yeah, Dinesh Ramdin did some real madness in his days, man. Getting out some silly ways and thing, you know. Sometimes he's there well settled and just play some weird shot. He wasn't the best batsman in the world, man, but he was my cricketer, you know. No, Joshua De Silva replacing Ramdin. No, man. Don't get it wrong, you know, guys. We're not saying that Ramdin should go back in the test team or anything. You know, Joshua De Silva is clearly the number one man there, and Ramdin will not get in the T20 and the ODI team because of Shea Hope and Pooran and them guys. You understand? In wicket keeping, okay. Sports to the bone as a fan, as far as genuine fast bowlers go, are there any West Indies bowlers currently able to match Gabriel or Alzheimer terms of pace? Who are the fastest? Have no speed, gun being. I doubt we have anybody matching those guys. I doubt it. I think Gabriel and Alzheimer, they are up there. Funny enough, the last international tournament, I think Kemo Paul was getting up there, if I'm not mistaken, you know, in the 140s. But in terms of youngsters coming through, I don't see anybody bowling that pace. Yeah, no way you were a fan of Bramble Talk. That no way you were a fan. No way you were a fan of Bramble. I mean, anybody that loved cricket when Darren Bravo came out had to be a fan because he reminded us of Brian Lara, the way in which he was batting. He was playing good cricket. But the difference is that I am able to differentiate emotions from spitting facts. Comparing a man that has 15 ODI centuries to a man with 4 ODI centuries. Bravo is good, but him saying his class. Sachin, you have a good brain in us. I am certain you're going to remember exactly who is making these comments. Anderson Phillip has pace too, but not as Joseph and Gabriel. Yeah, man, Anderson Phillip is not as quick as those guys. Ramdin retired. Why are we even talking about him? Ramdin is the general. Sports at the bone. What happened to Shane Dorridge? I am not hearing nothing about him. It come like he lost in the wind. No, Cabby, Shane Dorridge is actually playing for Barbados. Not sure if he's in this game, but the last game that they played, he's there. He replaced Craig Brathwaite. So when Craig Brathwaite left for Australia a couple of days ago, Shane Dorridge was brought in, and in that game I think he made like 6 or something like that. So he's there trying to get back into the mix of things. Our fastest is Joseph and then Odin, then Kemo. Yeah, probably those guys. Yeah, Jamar Hamilton is the best wicket keeper batter in the region. The problem that I have with that now, Z phased, is the slash batsman part. Jamel Hamilton is a very good wicket keeper, but my problem is that not very often he comes up trumps with the bat. I mean, this tournament is playing some good knocks, and he has played in a couple of best versus best games for West Indies. You know, when we're looking to select the teams, but the problem with him is that his batting is usually letting him down. But he's definitely a good wicket keeper, though. Definitely a good wicket keeper. Sports to the bone. Jealousy of the IPL players like Hetmeyer, Rutherford, Kemo Paul, Shepherd, and more, and many more. What you say? I am jealous of those players. All right, boss. I hear you. Gabriel is the toughest. All right. Sports to the bone. Forget O'Shane Thomas of pace. Odin Smith is really quick too. Yeah, Odin Smith is up there, man. Odin Smith is definitely up there. Hamilton have some form in Super 50. Yeah, he's making some runs in this Super 50, but generally speaking, that is what usually keep him back in when it comes on to getting into the West Indies team. But he's doing well this tournament. There was a young fast bowler in the last Under-19 World Cup who was. Yeah, I know we are talking, you know. No, it wasn't Ford. It wasn't Matthew Ford. What? It wasn't Matthew Ford. Was it Matthew Ford? I doubt Ford was bowling that quick. Bravo is the best in the Caribbean, says Cedric. Okay, Cedric. Sports Addiction says, who are some of the bright prospects you see so far in the Super 50 apart from the well-known players? I mean, Alec Arthanez, he's well-known but not yet fully established, so he's there. Hines, well, he's not young. He's doing his thing. Who else? Who else is there? Hamilton is well known, but hasn't made a good, hasn't broken into the international team as yet. So he's there. A couple of guys there doing their thing, man. I think that Silva will be the best wicketkeeper batsman for West Indies, says Salman. Hamilton is too inconsistent. Thomas is erratic bowler, cannot stay in line. Yeah. Sports the bone for the Australia Test Series. How many centuries do you see being scored by our batsmen? I am praying for 1 in 4 innings. I think at least one person will hold out and get a century. Well, I don't know if I should even go that far. I think we will get a couple of half centuries. Not sure if we're going to get any centuries though, but hopefully at least one. O'Shane Thomas unbeaten. Ransford beaten. Ransford, he said young. I doubt Ransford beaten. He should be in his high 20s now, man. Odin Smith got to get, or probably early 30s. Odin Smith got to get control and sometime realize where the line is. Yeah. Anyone want to join the live? Do it. No. Sports Bone over 1. Oh, I didn't even remember. It's Sashin. Remember, guys, we finish at 7 o'clock. It's a 1 hour live show. So if you have something to say, you can come on and I will let you in. All right. The link is there. Supernova say 100 viewers and only 19 likes. This is how my viewers and subscribers always behave. They come on and type, and I am here reading, and they wouldn't even like up the video. Shepherd is the best out of Guyana as all-rounder, says Rose. All right, bright sparks for me, Hodge. Yeah, Hodge is definitely playing well. Arthur, Hamilton, Bishop, Anderson, and Simmons. Yeah, those guys doing well. Imlak not looking too bad either. Imlak. I think Imlak is his name, that guy from Guyana. Not looking too bad. Yeah, like up the live. Russian ship, what happened to Watford High Street? What is she talking about? Not sure what they're talking. Don't know. 2 centuries coming out. Sinclair doing his thing also. All right. Royal, the spinner, excellent in Super 50, and Bishop, excellent. Yeah, man, Bishop doing his thing. I mean, Javier Royal is well known. He hasn't gotten the big break on the international scene just yet, but he's well known. Cedric says the test match will a 2-day match. Oh, so Cedric is saying the test matches will finish in 2 days. Okay, Cedric. Is Shepherd fasting? Oh, okay. Is he faster than Myers and Holder? I think faster than Kyle Myers, but not sure if he's faster than maybe faster than Jason Holder also. Devin Imlak, batsman, wicketkeeper. Yeah, he's doing his thing. Chris Barnwell was a good all-rounder out of Guyana too. Yeah, man, Christopher Barnwell did well in the region also. West Indies bowlers will cause Australia batsmen trouble. In all honesty, I am not really worried about the bowlers. Not saying they are going to be knock over the Australians. I'm more worried about the batting. Also, Sports to the Bone, you should see the chats for Trinidad and Guyana game. So many people and Hetty Case and so many Hetty fanboys defending him at every turn. It's hilarious. Funny enough, Supernova, sometimes I am actually there in the comment section looking. It's just that every now and again I might make one post and leave. But sometimes I see some of the guys doing their thing. Joshua James with bat and ball says Marshall doing his thing. Yes, the spinners are on point. All right. Quick Lover say good evening, Sports to the Bone. Greetings. Cedric says calling out another name, Joshua James. Get him in the test squad here. Joshua James is definitely performing well, as others would have said just now. He's doing his thing. He's doing his thing so far. Yeah, Joshua James is definitely performing well. As I said, guys, I haven't gotten a chance to watch all of the games because of work, but I have been looking at the games at intervals. All right, I also like Simmons from Barbados, young fast bowler. Is it Keegan Simmons? Or that's not him. The batting is West Indies problem. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. So what happened in the playing 11 Brooks, Reefer, and Thomas to make score in warm-up matches. Boy, I don't know if they make scores. I don't know, but I would have given my playing 11 already, and that is the playing 11 that I'm working with. Any news on Fabian Allen? Is he injured? I doubt it. It's a mystery to me. Fabian Allen and I don't know if I should probably say also what's his name? Evan Lewis. These guys sometimes go missing in action and we don't know what's happening. Nelson, big up Nelson, blessings. When does the Abu Dhabi T10 start? We have like 23 players heading over there. I think that is in the new year. I think that is next year. Yeah, man, we have quite a few players go over there, Sachin, but I think that's early next year. Shout out from the little island of Nevis. Yeah, man, face blessings. I think Bana will make 1 or 2 centuries in the series, says Salman. I like the leg spinner leak up from Barbados, says Sports Addiction. All right. Sports to the Bone. You need to bring on a guest of your show. I mean, the comment section is open. It's there now if anyone wants to come on. Funny enough, most of my friends, they watch football. Most of my friends watch a lot of football. I have friends that watch cricket that could come on. And as I always say, the live is open to anyone. So if you guys know anybody that loves the cricket like that and want to come on and say something, then they can come. You know, it is there. Okay, Jaden is there. So I think we're going to hear from Jaden shortly. Just give me a few seconds, Jaden. So if you guys know anyone, it is open. We would have seen people from India, Pakistan, all over. Once they come, I give them an opportunity. You understand? So it is there. Gabriel is faster than Joseph, says Cabby. It starts 13 days. Our players getting no rest. Oh, so why did I think he was over in the New Year's? No way Gabriel is faster, consistent. No, consistently, Gabriel is not there consistently. Might be able to get 1 ball faster than Alzari, but where consistency is concerned, man, Alzari is up there. Gabriel is not that fit these days to be bowling like that. Lewis, Hetmeyer, Russell, and the others are not needed. Good. All right. Never bring Brandon King and Hope to the test match. I don't know. I have no idea. The Barbados game has resumed, say Supernova. All right. You need some moderators. Probably need to get in a couple people. Yes. Sports starts in the new year. Okay. Is the South Africa T20? That's okay. Devon Thomas scoring 300 against that. All right, I hear you. Our Changa Parson do well. Yeah, we definitely hope you will do well. So we have 8 more minutes before we finish, guys. Our 7 minutes, so you can get the comments in. We're gonna hear from Jaden shortly. Abu Dhabi T10 and South Africa T10 are early next year. T20. Do you think Kyran Powell will ever play for West Indies again? It's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult, but I won't ever say never. I mean, he's in his 30s now, and it's a position where we are always searching for players. You know, so what Shandopal need to do, Tej need to do is to hammer down his spot right now. But it probably we might see Powell go play in a regional tournament again and score a whole heap of runs, and they have to give him a look in again. But we have been down that road already. I'm not too sure. I'm glad that Shiv is there in Australia to work along with Tej. Yeah, Shiv Narayan Shandopal went and collect his award over there, so I think he's there to see his son make his debut. A fit O'Shane Thomas will give Joseph a run for his money. Let us first see a fit O'Shane Thomas. Odin Smith, if he takes a longer run up, he will be the fastest in the region. The problem though with Odin Smith and having a faster run up is his fitness, I am thinking. I think he probably needs to shed some weight, but I agree though, if he is able to get a couple more steps with his run up, he probably will be bowling faster than he's bowling now. But I'm not too sure if he will be able to survive bowling off a long run up. Gabriel is not faster than Joseph. Consistently bowl in the high 140s. Yeah. All right. as we look to go, Jaden, you can go ahead and let us hear what you have to say. We just have what? Run about 5 minutes or so to go. So yes, Jaden, go ahead. What say you?
Good evening, Sports to the Bone.
Yeah, Jaden, blessings.
Well, I think first of all, we go have to relay on Brathwaite, Blackwood, and Barner and Chandapal.
Mm-hmm.
They've been holding down the test team for so long, along with Holder and Roach and them. They managed to delay with downfall in tests for so long, just like they did in the 90s with Lara, Ambrose, and Walsh.
Mm-hmm.
Australia ended with undefeated streak, so we should return the favor to them.
Mm. So you think we stand a chance to come away with something out of this season, out of this tournament?
If we could beat Australia, we could beat South Africa.
Oh, so you think we might get something out of the Australia series? A draw, a win, don't know.
A draw or win go walk. Not
All
so hard.
right.
Not so. We managed to beat England this year only because Besto was
Mm.
in form, but only because England get destroyed in that Ashes against Australia.
I mean, England, it wasn't the strongest team. It wasn't the strongest team they sent. But in all fairness, though, our test team has been doing well, man. We have to give them a little props. We won that series against Bangladesh and then and also against England. Not saying we're going to beat these two teams, but you know.
We got to rely on Brathwaite a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Brathwaite scored the most runs in throughout the entire ICC Test Championship for us, over 1,000 and 2,000 and something added up.
So hold on, we're hearing a lot of noise in your background. I don't know if it's a television or a radio or something. So you're back in Brathwaite to probably come out with most runs for us this time around.
Yeah, others rely on Brathwaite or Barner to always hit a century or that. That was always just so a win or a draw.
Mm,
But right now, the pace attack is what we go have to be worried about. We
mm-hmm,
might we might if they go with Hazelwood, Cummins, and Stack in one match.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And
We go really have to try and survive instead of trying to win.
mm-hmm,
Remember 1975 what happened?
mm,
Last time last time we visited Australia, it didn't turn out so good for us.
the thing is, as I say, if they play all those players, it's probably going to be problematic. I am thinking it's going to be Pat Cummins, Josh Hazelwood, Mitchell Stark, and probably they're going to play the all rounder Cameron Green. I mean, Boland is good also. Is it Scott Boland? I think his name is. He's good also,
Yeah.
but I think Pat Cummins, Pat Cummins, Mitchell Stark, Josh Hazelwood, and Cameron Green alongside probably Nathan. The spinner is in the squad, right?
I think so.
Nathan Lyon. It's going to be difficult. Definitely going to be difficult.
But the matchup will be Roach versus Warner, Joseph versus Labor Strange, and Seal versus Kuacha.
Mm, that's a
Labo
matchup, I think.
Probably because Labor Strange during his debut he was having the greatest form I feel like, but ever since coming out of Pakistan, he form
Mm.
started going down a little. But he go be a threat once he get his form back.
Yeah, that top order is probably going to be problematic. I think this is how the top six going to look for Australia. It's probably going to be David Warner, Usman Khawaja, Marnus Lamache at 3, at 4 probably Steve Simit, 5 will be Travis Head, 6 will be Cameron Green. That's definitely a
Australia
solid batting lineup right there.
Some people say Australia have a fragile middle order.
No man, that's not fragile. Travis Head is there and Cameron Green is there. Those two guys alone, they are pretty good.
If we get Labuschagne, Smith, Kawacha, and Wana for low scores,
But those are all of the batsmen, man, in the top order. But
but Willis but Alzari Joseph go have a lot of pressure under him.
Mm-hmm.
Alzari Joseph, ever since coming out of CPL, Alzari Joseph wasn't the bowler you wanted to go up against. He been
Yeah,
looking through top orders ever since.
yeah. I am hoping that they give him the new ball because we see where they have this. We see where they have this. We see where they have this thing where they like to give probably Myers and those guys the ball, to try and work with swing. But I think the best pace bowler should open. So Alzari, Joseph, and Roach opens for me, and and then Jaden Seals comes on.
Wait, what about Anderson Phillip?
Who?
Anderson Phillip.
And I mean, this is my bowling lineup, So I like Anderson Phillip, but this is my bowling lineup: Alzari, Joseph,
No.
Ema Roach, Jaden Seals, Jason Hola. Those are my bowlers.
Well, we go have to put up a fight as Bradford the same. We go try hard and win this game to bring respect to our nation.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
But the hugest problem for us going into that tour is that we bring Devon Thomas and Raymond Rifa. Rifa didn't play a single international T20 since they visited Australia. He played no matches in the World Cup. Thomas didn't even go to the World Cup. Seals and Roaches and them been playing some first class and while the Super 50 been going on. So they had a lot of games. Carty, Oak and King should have been took the spots instead. One of them could have make fill the spot perfectly. But Carty is someone who could bat long. His strike rate is a problem in ODIs, but he perfect for test matches. And
I eventually want to see Carty in the team, but in terms of them not playing any T20, I think they would have had to select the test squad based on the last squad that was selected, the last test squad, seeing that we haven't had any 4-day games or anything. But I can understand what you're saying, though. Where Casey Carty is concerned, having played a couple of games and so.
Krishna and Chandapal, Krishna and Chandapal go be have to be with the future force. Brathwaite,
Mm.
Barakud, and them all do their best to delay the downfall of test team. Chandapal, just like how he father hit made him 50 on his debut, he go out to try
Yeah,
and do
we
the same or something similar.
we're hoping.
We
I
have
think
a
I think Shana Paul got. I think he was 64. I think he got 64 in his
yeah,
debut, if I'm not
yeah,
mistaken.
64, 64.
Yeah, we would definitely settle with that.
But the problem is Labos, but people go be comparing, go try to compare Chandapal to Labos Change.
Mm,
Labos Change and Chandapal are around the same age.
mm,
Indies go need somebody who could bat long. Bradford could bat long. But once you're ready to get out, you go do it.
yeah. Hopefully we'll stand tall. But thank you so much for coming on, Jaden. We are now at the hour mark, so we are going to rush out of here.
Yeah.
The Super 50 tournament is on, Jaden. Thanks for coming on. Uh,
Yeah, okay.
just yeah, man. Thanks for coming on and continue to support the
Yeah,
channel as usual. All right.
Yeah, Casey Catty, they in good ODI farm, so we go have to continue Casey Catty in the ODI format and
Mm,
bouncing up to either 3 or 4. Brooks could does work at the number 4 position or the 3 position. So
mm,
the third position in the ODI team or fourth won't do so bad for Catty. Any of them go work perfectly for him.
mm.
Catty need more game time going into that ODI World Cup. And he's already 8th, 4th. So if you leave the top 8 out of the World Cup, we can qualify. And he's 8th position. Sri Lanka playing at some series against Afghanistan.
Yeah,
Afghanistan already caught. They're in the top 4 already. So
mm.
Afghanistan go have to absolutely beat Sri Lanka, or Sri Lanka go have to win 2 games because we did on 90 points while
Yeah,
Sri Lanka they on 62.
and I think we have played more games than those guys. So
We played 21 ODIs this
mhm.
year, and we only managed to win one ODI series against Netherlands.
It was not good at all.
We win a ODI against New Zealand. New Zealand is quite a strong team, but one thing the world taught us about New Zealand, them is chokers.
Mm-hmm.
Although we beat New Zealand, South Africa go be the real threat. We weaker Sri Lanka. South Africa is basically the kryptonite in Test and ODI.
The
At
pace,
T20, we don't.
the pace bowling going to give us some problem. Just the same.
Norke,
South African
Norke is the
pacers.
bigger. Is the biggest threat going into the ODI series and T20s. Same for Test. Norke.
All right, Jaden. Very informative as usual. Thank you, and we'll definitely touch base again. All right.
Peace out.
All right. Once again, to all of the viewers and subscribers, thank you guys for joining, for tuning in. We have come to the end of our weekly Sunday live. You can watch out for a video bright and early tomorrow morning. Just continue to stay safe and go and support the channel. All right. Blessings, my peeps.